Hey, Burn here with Basics4Success. Let's log in and let's go to my heroes altar, see the progression of my heroes. I got Molt 8 of 9. I think I've had that before. You might have seen that in my intro video. I really don't remember what my heroes were. I did just recently get Pumpkin to 9 of 9. Cuba's been 9 of 9 forever. I do want to get my Molt to 9 of 9 next. I mean, that's what I said I was going to do. And then I rolled a Pixie. So I'm going to get Pixie to 7 of 9 and then Molt to 9 of 9. Alright, there's my Pixie. It's only a 5 of 9. You know, it's only an 8 star. Let's jump into Lost Realms. The team I use is Pumpkin, Thunder God, Vlad, Cupid, and Molt. I put Thunder God and Pumpkin in front so they take aggro. Thunder God taking the most since he's in the middle. I put Molt on the other side of Thunder God. That way he comes in towards the center and procs across the enemies. Alright, here is the one of the hardest teams. It's 155. I think there's a 170. I would love to fight it. So I'm going to start out, and it looks like Thunder God gets heavy blowed and stunned, but Pumpkin was able to buff up quite a bit before Thunder God went off again and take it down. Okay, so that's pretty much the hardest one. Whenever I'm doing Lost Realms, whenever I see a legendary hero standing there on the map, I like to go to it. They're usually more experienced, better rewards, and you'll get gold keys. Now, if you see like an angel or a level, I don't know, marksman, that's usually what I see, go ahead and go to them and attack them. They'll just take one energy, and usually they give 30,000 blue shards or 3 blue crust bags or just random stuff, and they're really easy. They're only level 100, and you just pretty much kill them and then get a big reward. It's like they have random rewards here, so that's just what they do. Oh, got a crust bag. So I'm gonna take this altar right here. It's open. Whenever I have a chest in my way, on the way where I'm going, I try to grab it. It's got an Aries. It's not a revitalized, thankfully. I can take altars if they have a revitalized Aries, even the 5 of 5 revitalized, if they don't have a Santa, number one, because Santa just jacks me up with his all area damage. I don't know why. Obviously, he's a big damage. If Aries isn't there, you'll just help your heroes like Thunder God who don't have a cooldown just to proc over and over and over and over. But if my Molt can proc on their heroes, I usually can beat them because he debuffs them so well that at that point it's pretty much easy going. So a lot of these are really easy. You see a druid, you go to it. It's got a Snowzilla, some elite heroes, and it's just cake. Keys are nice. So I mean, there's a succubus. There's 2 of them on the top. Oh, and it's got, this team can be kind of difficult. It's got the Immortep with Minotaur and 2 champs. If you let them stun you, they are not going to stop stunning you, and they're just going to kill you. So you got to kill them fast. That's pretty much my motto, is just kill fast. Don't heal. You don't need a druid. You don't need orc. Just kill. That's how I play. And here's another one. And they're pretty good experience. And you get a lot more red crystals from the harder ones. The higher your might is, the higher the buffs the heroes have, including your heroes, but they just don't do the damage. Yes, a gold key. I mean, hopefully I can get the last piece of the Revive crest. I have enough to get 2 sets, except I don't have the 3rd slot. So once I get that, I'm going to put it on Pumpkin Duke and then Thunder God. I only use Thunder God for Lost Realms. If I didn't, I'd give him Slowdown. That's pretty much my go-to. Some people might say that's stupid and foolish and it's not the cool thing to do, but I'm just too lazy to change crests every 15 minutes, and I don't do the arena. I don't have an Aries. If I had an Aries, I'd pretty much use it in the Lost Realm to take the altars, because that's pretty much all I care about. This one can be very difficult with the Thunder God and 2 champs. They usually stun you no matter what. I mean, unless you're 5 of 5 revitalized. Maybe if I had a Minotaur, that was 5 of 5 revitalized. I don't. Mine's War God. I like that. So, this is a pretty good run. Keep getting a lot of the legendary ones, so that'll be helpful. I think this is going to be the last one, hopefully. I don't know, usually like I'll get one, but I won't have any more movement, so I'll use a stamina card, and then I'll use all the movement, and then there'll be another one that'll pop up, so this is kind of how it is. So I got a challenge. I guess when I did my Pixie video, somebody said, why don't you do Mesa without Orc or Druid and choose Pixie? So I said, fine. And since I finally rolled a Pixie, I'm going to do it. And I mean, Vlad, he heals himself, and my Molt has 3 of 5 life drain, so maybe I'm cheating, but either one of those can tank, and with Molt's debuff, it's not going to matter. I probably don't even need Pixie, to be honest, but it's going to heal, as you can see, so that's great. I did forget something, a little recognition when I did my slowdown video. I didn't recognize Larry's wife, Danny Goddess. She always runs the bottom corner. And to be honest, she's probably more important than Larry. Without her, he wouldn't even have his phone. So that's just how that is. Larry beats me to the center, gets the slowdown, stop on the boss, and it's pretty much a cakewalk from here. But in all reality, I mean, I didn't really mean to forget, but usually she's sleeping and he's just using her phone, so she said she was awake then, and I have to believe her. So that's just how that is. I have this cold, it just doesn't seem to go away. It's like from October, it's just this year it's never ending, so usually I don't get sick, but it's just like this congestion that's annoying. So yeah, I got a Pixie, probably a waste, probably wasting my shards, So now that I've got a loser hero, that's pretty much pointless. I figure, you know what? Let's use it in an HBM, and not just any HBM. Let's do Wave S. I did Wave 1. I skipped it. Just killing a bunch of buildings. It takes a while, usually takes like a minute or a minute and a half, and that's pretty boring, just watch them go around, and Thunder God proc on the Town Hall, and they slowly trickle in, so we're going to start out where there's some action. And so far, Pixie hasn't died, luckily. It's a luck thing. You don't just beat HBM by skill, it's pretty much all luck. You can get really good spawns or really bad spawns. People think, I have the perfect base, it works all day. They give it to their friend tries it and lose 14 times in a row, and they're like, you suck, and that's, it just can't be good or bad spawns. So, right there, Pixie almost one-shotted a ninja. Mine's under leveled, so hopefully I'll get it 9-starred and then 7 of 9. I might even take it to 9 of 9 just because it sucks. So I can have one sucky hero that's, high level, and it could be a 7, a purple 7 in my tower, that'd be all right. So got to wave 3. Here comes wave 4. Usually in wave 2 or 3, I lose 1 hero or 2 heroes, or I get to 4 and then I lose 3 heroes or I die, because of bad spawn. So as you can see, Pixie is healing. Maybe it's just all luck and it's just healing the right hero at the right time, but it's got the longest range in the game. It's staying behind the walls, which is the safe zone. It's not getting targeted, and if it is, the stuff has to walk around. It's got slowdown and scatter, and so they're just going to wrap up that boss pretty easy. And you know what? I have everybody alive going into wave S5. This is only the second time I've ever had all my heroes alive, but, it's just the luck of the crappy hero, apparently. And there's the Mega Molt. My Molt procced below it, so it really hurt me. Pixie's up, now it's dead. And nope, Druid's alive, and he's walking away. He's like, oh, what's this over here? And, oh, it's a dragon. Yep, that's Druid for you. And he's dead. Oh, I failed. Yeah, we knew it was going to happen, but it looked like it could have almost been beatable. So here I'm going to do some expeditions for my I had some Johnny boy, he asked me to show my expedition, so I thought, you know what, I'll do that. If you guys want to see something, just ask me and I'll show you if I can. I can do quite a bit. You know, I mean, this to me seems pretty boring. But so what I do is, since I can use 10 heroes, which is really overpowered, and they get buffs, depending on the base style, like this one, it's all in the center. I'm just going to drop everybody around it, and they'll just kind of come to the middle. That way they can all attack stuff and buff up and do their procs. So it's pretty simple. I mean, it only takes me a few minutes to do the whole thing. So I just use the same 10 heroes. In these corner bases, I kind of drop some of these guys that are going to do, they can do long range damage, but, and then I just let them, you know, take the base down like Minotaur and Thunder God and all them. They're just going to attack it and damage it. So this is pretty boring. I mean, you can watch it. Anyway, we joined a new guild. We got a core group of people, and we've played together, and we pick up new people here and there, and we kind of teach them some of the more fine points. And as long as you want to be a little bit humble, I guess you're gonna have to sit and listen and hear us and follow what we have to say, and you'll learn and you'll grow, and we'll help you as we can. We kind of jump from guild to guild if we don't like how things are going. We're pretty tight. And so we joined a new guild, and there's a bunch of lower to mid players in there, and all I hear all day is, oh, you need to have Pumpkin Duke. If you don't have Pumpkin Duke, I can't do anything. I can't do this because I don't have Pumpkin. I can't do that. Well, I'm going to start a series called Life Without a Pumpkin Duke. I do have an account that does not have a pumpkin. I have 2 accounts that I play, and the other one I have doesn't have one. It's my Smurf account. We first made Smurfs because gold was hard to get to do your upgrades. I mean, you could get it, but you'd raid somebody for 30k and 12k and 30k, and you needed 1 million, and then you'd log off, or your heroes would die, so you'd log off to let them respawn, and somebody attack you, and they just attack your vaults, and then when you come back on, you'd have no gold, and it's just like a never ending. So we made Smurfs, and at their lower might, there would be a lot of gold, so we'd get gold from them. And I mean, we always kind of needed gold, but not really. It got to where we didn't really need it. But then Here We Monsters came out, and we could do it and get free shards pretty easily and do the waves. And these heroes started growing. And, every update we'd get a few gems, and we'd roll heroes. And pretty soon some of our Smurf accounts were pretty awesome. So we were getting shards. And mine actually turned the corner. And on the day Ares came out, I did not roll. But the next day I rolled, it had 300 gems. I rolled 2 times, and I got Ares and Cupid. So that's what started mine into becoming a powerhouse. I mean, you'll see when I start in my next video that I do. I'm going to have my wife help me. She might do some of the narration, so that'll be interesting, since she really doesn't know how to play. And so I'll have to kind of coach her through it. And, I mean, we'll see how that goes. Here's the last one for 137 merits. I mean, I get about, 30,000 honor badges, maybe less, just from this. So I don't even bother doing boss. So we had an account we're going to give away to one of our guildies as a pumpkin and a Santa Druid. It's not that great, but it's to James Cortina. So I'll get in touch with you and give the information. Burn out.